Imagine you're reading a book. You turn page after page, but nothing seems to happen. The story lacks direction, leaving you confused and disengaged. A thesis statement is the compass of your essay, guiding the reader. It's the anchor that holds your ideas together. Without it, your essay risks drifting aimlessly. Just as a captain needs a course, a writer needs a thesis. A well-crafted thesis benefits both reader and writer. So, what exactly is a thesis statement? In simple terms, it's a single sentence, usually located at the end of your introduction, that presents your essay's central argument. It tells the reader what you're going to argue and why it matters. Think of it as the main point you want to drive home. It's not merely a statement of fact or a summary of your topic. Instead, it's an assertion, a claim that you will support and develop throughout your essay. For example, instead of stating, "This essay will discuss the causes of World War II," a thesis statement would be more like, "The Treaty of Versailles, with its harsh penalties on Germany, was a major contributing factor to the outbreak of World War II." This second statement is more specific and presents an argument that the writer will need to defend with evidence. Remember, your thesis statement is the backbone of your essay. It's the controlling idea that everything else revolves around. Now that you understand what a thesis statement is, let's explore the key characteristics of a strong one. A compelling thesis statement is specific, arguable, and focused. Firstly, it needs to be specific. Avoid vague language and generalizations. Instead, be precise about your argument and the scope of your essay. For instance, instead of saying, "Social media is bad," a more specific thesis would be, "Excessive social media use can have detrimental effects on teenagers' mental health and well-being." Secondly, a strong thesis statement is arguable. It should present a claim that someone could reasonably disagree with. If your statement is simply a fact, there's nothing to argue. For example, "The sky is blue" is not a thesis statement because it's not debatable. Finally, your thesis statement must be focused. It should address a single main idea that you can adequately explore within the scope of your essay. Avoid trying to tackle too much at once. Section 4. Structuring your thesis statement. You can follow a basic structure to craft a clear and effective thesis statement. Main idea plus argument plus reason. This formula provides a framework for expressing your argument concisely. The main idea is the topic of your essay. The argument is your specific stance on the topic. The reason explains why your argument is valid. For example, although often praised for its convenience, fast fashion has detrimental environmental and social impacts that cannot be ignored. In this example, the main idea is fast fashion. The argument is that it has negative environmental and social impacts. The reason is that these impacts are too significant to disregard. This structure ensures that your thesis statement is focused and presents a clear argument. Remember, this is just a basic template. You can adjust it to fit your specific needs and the complexity of your argument. The key is to clearly state your main idea, your stance, and your reasoning. Section 5. A practical demonstration. Let's say you're writing an essay about the benefits of reading. A weak thesis statement might be, "Reading is good for you." This statement is vague and doesn't offer a specific argument. A stronger thesis statement would be, "Regular reading, particularly of literary fiction, enhances empathy, improves cognitive function, and reduces stress levels, making it a valuable habit for personal growth and well-being." This revised statement is specific, arguable, and focused. It clearly states the benefits of reading, enhanced empathy, improved cognitive function, reduced stress, making it a much stronger foundation for an essay. Remember, crafting a strong thesis statement is an iterative process. Don't be afraid to revise and refine your statement as you delve deeper into your research and writing. Final tips for thesis triumph. Writing a strong thesis statement is essential. Start early and craft your thesis statement early in the writing process. It will guide your research and writing. Be clear and concise. Use direct language and avoid jargon. Revise and refine as your essay develops. Ensure your thesis aligns with your content. A solid thesis is like a strong foundation for a house. With practice, you'll master crafting compelling thesis statements.